Hey guys, Nick here. It's Friday, around 2 p.m. at the moment. It's the 18th. So, having a great day today. Um, yeah, it's been a crazy week, bro. Now that I think about it, this week's been amazing. And I think honestly, if I start thinking in terms of weeks and not days, I'm gonna be fine. Because every week every week I'm actually making because days are cool, but it's gonna be more motivating if you can measure yourself in sorry, I'm changing, but it's gonna feel better if you can actually measure yourself in quantities where it's actually considerate, considerable, right? Is that the word? Quantities that are actually I don't know how you fucking say it, to be honest, bro, but they matter. I think it's considerable. I don't think that's the right tense though, but yeah, if you measure yourself like that, you can actually see tangible progress, and this week was awesome. This week I did about the first day I did 100 calls only. Every day after that I did 120 a day. So I don't know how much that is. I'm pretty sure that's around a little over 500. I think it's 580. So yeah, this week I did 580 calls, which is good. That's very good volume. It does take a lot of time though, so I don't have a lot of time to do other stuff, and it's also very taxing when it comes to energy in general, because you can always just work harder, but energy is actually a finite resource day to day. Obviously, that's why we fucking sleep. But it's taxing, it's a good honestly, it's 4 hours of just doing that one thing. So, but yeah, it's worth it. So yeah, we booked a shit ton of appointments this weekend, or this week. I actually have no idea how many sales calls we took this week. I think it was a lot though. I think we took I don't know, actually not a lot. My show rate's so bad, bro. My show rate's below 20%. But we took a few calls this week, and they were very productive. I just need more pitches, bro. It's actually insane, my productivity with my calls. I'm not just botching calls. It's so cool. It's so cool to see. But yeah, so that's that. And that's really exciting. So I just need more calls. I think honestly I'm just gonna make the show up rate better, because we're getting more than enough volume right now, and we're gonna keep adding volume. This guy Ethan runs SMS shit. I need to connect with him and onboard with him. I already paid him $200. And then we got team members. So my 2 team members right now that are working, the 2 of them, they're doing great. They're motivated. I paid them money, which it actually I thought paying people was bad, but it's really not, because yes, you are losing money, but they're more bought in. So it's literally, it's an ROI if anything. It's not just there to maintain them. It's an ROI essentially, which is really cool in my opinion. Really cool. For example, this month I had 3 calls that were not booked from me, and we still have a long way to go. Mansoor is getting really good. I only hired Mansoor since last week, so, and he already booked 2 calls. So that's not bad at all. That's an extra 2 calls this week. We still have to hire people. Again, we only have for being real, I have 1 appointment setter doing volume, and the other one's half doing volume, but I'm letting him figure out his life. But you get the point. More volume's coming, so that's cool. I've launched a client this week. Actually done it. I've onboarded a client this week as well. So much shit happened this week, bro. It's just it's great. If I measure in weeks, I'll be completely fine. Honestly, if I measure in weeks, I think it's not even crazy to say that I could get to 10K a month. Let me think, because there's a lot of steps to get there. It's more clients, more service delivery, more figuring out shit. But honestly, bro, let's just think about the 6K for now, because that's the first step, is making 6K so I can move out, you know, and make a step in life and pay for strike and all this cool shit. I think, honestly, I think that goal is, it's not even that optimistic to say that I can do that in less than 5 weeks. Really. If I keep working the way I am this week, if I don't stop working the way I am this week, and I properly recover this weekend, I'm not stupid, I'm like actually recovering and preparing for the next week over and over and over again, like, I'll be more than fine. That's so much time, you know, for one, the volume to do work, but also to improve everything as well. I think it's gonna happen, bro. Like, I think this is actually time. Like, it's actually, like, I could see everything happening, like in real life, and I'm like, there's no like crazy things that I need to figure out. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm consistently closing, but I'm getting there, because even with a little bit of calls, I'm getting deposits consistently, and I've actually managed to close someone for real this week. And so I don't think it's very crazy to say I'm gonna keep doing that and just get better. And in terms of service delivery, I don't know. The thing is volume, you know? Like, I say volume a lot, but, you know, I have a shit ton of volume all the way up to the show-ups, which means there's a lot of volume going through show-ups. But when it comes to, like, clients served and all this stuff, there's not that much volume. So when it comes to judging my service delivery and my sales ability, those are the things where it's like, I need more volume to really be sure and, like, make an accurate claim about. But everything else, fine. I'm sorry to scatterbrain. I'm sorry. Just like, it's because it's Friday. It's the last day of the week. I'm kind of like trying to like recap the week as well as today. But look, today was a good day. I woke up on time. I didn't do any bad things tonight. I did last night, but I didn't watch bad content. I just, you know, did it. That's a step in the right direction. But yeah, power of imagination, I guess you could say. But I woke up on time. I didn't do anything stupid. I went through my entire routine. I walked around the neighborhood for my workout. If I have time today, I might go to the gym. But like, I do not think I have time unless I get everything done really quickly. But anyways, did that. Cold shower was awesome. I'm getting to the point when it comes to cold showers where I'm no longer hesitating. I'm just like walking in. So that's a big step in the right direction. Give me a second. That's cool. We had a cold shower. And we did everything. So I had 2 no-shows today again. I had one reschedule though. And he actually cares. And I don't know if I think I talked about this in the cold calling video, but I'm getting better at like conducting myself and doing everything like that when it comes to outreach and stuff, because people are respecting me a bit more, which is cool. It just shows that I'm improving at what I need to improve in. So it's nothing insane, it's just I'm improving. So had a reschedule, and then other than that, I did my 120 calls. I had lunch. I did my team catch-up call. Team catch-up call today was really good. It was actually productive. It felt like a real team catch-up call, and all my people were committed, and it was awesome. And I'm gonna try to get them some friends next week because they need it. Not they need it, but like, it's gonna make it way better. Like, if there's a lot more people, there's more accountability, and there's just like, it's a better environment in my opinion. But I think like 5 maximum is what I want. I don't want any more than 5, because that's so much, bro. Like, if you think about it, like, let's quickly break it down. So for me to keep a team member, they have to do like at least 40 calls a day. I would say that's manageable, even though Avic's been doing a bit. So let's be super pessimistic. Let's say they do 30 calls a day. Because honestly, if they're doing like 20 a day, like, that's fucking retarded, bro. So let's say if they do 30 a day, and let's say they only work for 4 days a week, which is completely manageable. But let's make it even more, because honestly, I wouldn't fire someone if they only work 3 days a week. So let's say 3 days a week, 30 calls. which is 90 calls a week. And let's say I have 4 people doing it. So let's say I don't even manage to get 5, I get 4. 90 times, that's an extra like 360 calls a week that I'm generating without me calling. And that's quite a bit. That's basically if I did double the work. Because if I didn't go psychopath mode and did 120 calls a day, which that's my standard right now. It's actually not my standard because I called it psychopath mode. But it's like I want to hit that number, but it's still kind of like it's a lot for me right now, 120 a day. But dude, 360 calls a week is if I did like 60 a day, which is that's something. When I was doing 60 calls a day, I was booking appointments and I was getting sales calls. So yeah, even that, and that's being pessimistic. Like more optimistically, they're gonna do 40 calls a day for 4 days a week, maybe not 5. So again, that's an extra 160 calls per setter a week, and times 4, that is 16 times 4. I'm retarded. That's an extra 640 calls a week. So that's even more than I'm doing a week. I'm basically gonna have a double of myself, and that's just cold calling. SMS, I don't know how that's gonna work, but with the sheer amount of volume, like I could pay $10 and have 1,000 cent basically. And so I think with 1,000 SMS cent, it's pretty likely you'll get, I don't know, like 4 appointments, 5 appointments, probably more. But I'm just trying to be super pessimistic. So I'm really excited. And ideally, is that what I could do is get a little bit more volume than I'm doing, because honestly, the amount of volume I'm getting is really good. Assuming I could fix the show rate to like 25% or 30% if it's good. And have there be like a little bit more volume. I don't need like double the volume, nothing like that. I just need like a little bit more volume. But if I could have a little bit more volume, like just a little bit, like right now I'm booking, I don't know how many calls I booked today or this week. I'm sorry. I know I booked 40 this month so far. Yeah, I think I know though. I'm booking like 15 calls a week. So if I could do like 20 calls a week, if I could do 20 calls a week, on the premise that I don't have to do as much cold calling, even if I could just do like, instead of 120, I could do like 80, maybe 100. If I could do 50 a day, that would be like insane, like if I got that amount of volume doing that. But if I could do a little bit less outreach and get more volume, that combination, then I'll be fine. But obviously, like if I'm gonna not do as much outreach, I need to justify that with real work, which I think I could find a lot of stuff that's more important, like actually fixing the show rate and getting better at sales and making my product better. And once the show rate is fixed, I think as long as my product is like decent, like I can rely on it to get results, and I don't have to be petrified that I'm gonna churn every client within like before they pay me $3,000 essentially. Then what I could do is I could just focus on sales and outreach, basically. That's it. Because if I can sell them and they get results, then I make money, so. But right now there's things preventing me from making money, which is like people not showing up on the call. I can't sell them. And then praying that clients get results. But I'm starting to get a real client. The only problem with Wayne is that I think he convinced himself by accident that I wasn't gonna charge him ad spend, which hopefully he doesn't freak out. He's a bit of a frisky client. I've already mentally mapped in my head, like if he churns, I don't give a fuck. Honestly, I don't care. But anyways, yeah, that's a like quick rundown, I guess. Today I need to onboard Wayne. I have an onboarding call later today. So all I need to do is set him up, bare minimum, get all his shit set up so that we can integrate him later during the call and set some expectations and pray that it's not too much of a painful call. If it is a painful call, like what I could do, if it's a painful call, then I just have to realize that it's a outlandish scenario, because Wayne's like he's a little son of a gun, if you say like that. But yeah, I need to recognize that it's not normal and it does not define me, because I know with my current situation, it's easy to like let one experience fuck everything up. For example, when Wayne didn't close for a batshit fucking reason that I was so pissed. Like, I literally cried the next day. Not because of Wayne, but like because I spiraled out of control in terms of my thoughts. But that's the only concern with him. But I'm just kind of rambling right now. We have to onboard Wayne. We have some sales calls today. I think we have 2. And then I actually have to buy the strike packet and learn it really quickly. Because tomorrow for the weekend, I'm actually going to strike, which is cool. It's fun. I think I'll be fine with strike. I think by the time it kicks in, which is like November, that's like 2-3 months, I'll be fine. I think I'll be fine by then. To, just pay it in full and be fine with having my weekends taken. At least, be fine with that. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. So I have to learn the packet today. And then from there, the thing I want to do today is I want to really like get specific on what levers I need to pull on my show rate. Like, what are the 5 best things I could just swap out immediately? I talked about this yesterday, but with the show rate, I'm going to try hitting the jackpot. So I'm going to duplicate my system. I'm going to change everything about it. Like, I'm going to implement all the things I'm not into it. I'm just going to completely change it, but duplicate it. And if it's a jackpot, I'll keep it. If it's not, then I'll go back to the old version and I'll test one variation at a time, or one like variable at a time. That's the plan for that. So today I need to define those 5 things. Because I learned a lot yesterday. I didn't know like how much there actually went into show rate. And I was right. Show rate goes pretty deep. Because if you're getting bad show up rates and you got reminders and all this fancy shit, like, it's a deeper problem. So yeah, that's that. And other than that, nothing much. Just like keep an eye on my clients, make sure they're doing well. Try to collect payments. I'm gonna collect Kevin's payment. I'm also gonna try to get a payment from maybe Lino. I don't know. He got his first lead today. I have no idea, but he got his first lead today. I don't know. Dude, I would have charged Thomas money already, but like, his number just needs to verify, bro. I just need to run DR, because DR is gonna get him so much results. Because I'm pretty sure his list is huge. If I don't remember, I think he said thousands or something. So if it's actually that amount, I'm gonna freak out. But yeah, it's weird. I have Facebook connected. I have his campaign made. I have it integrated to High Level. He just has to put the card in the Facebook account. But again, we haven't run DR yet. So yeah, it's just a lot of waiting and getting shit done. So that's about it though, guys. Good week. What I'm going to focus on this weekend is having fun at strike and recovering. I need to just do everything right. Like, I can't, like, I got to get everything done this weekend and then I could chill. So things to do this weekend, or like map out next weekend, or map out the entirety of next week, obviously. Map out my circumstances again. Any changes if I got to do anything differently. I got to like revisit all the things I told myself. I promised myself that I was going to watch at the end of the week so I could keep the mindset very fresh and productive. And then from there, I could sit on the couch and do nothing. And that's it. So, all right, see you guys later. I'm motivated now. Goodbye.